Nothing was adding up, and either way it looked like bad math. I needed to stack the equation in my favor. I decided it was time to take this to the lion's den. Fortunately, I had a man on the inside. Me. The room was clean. Too clean. Didn't look like anyone had been there, at least not any time recently. There were some surprises, but I wasn't here to investigate his hygiene, just his occupation. If this is my girl Friday, it must be casual Friday. I don't think she's going to be much help other than a way to focus my thoughts. I knew this case was crackers before I opened the box, but this...
What's this?
What the hell is this? She was the kind of dame you didn't want to meet in a dark alley, but you'd love to get into a dark bedroom. The kind of bombshell that would leave shrapnel in your ticker for years, inching its way inward until you finally gave up and joined the graveyard shift. She had a lot of names, most of which I'm too much of a gentleman to say aloud. If you were lucky enough to color anything to her face, it was usually Liliana.
Oh, hello. Hi.
We were
Is Pepper here? No, we were just looking.
just looking for him. Gotta go.
If I see him, should I?
Nope, sure, I'll run into him. Bye. My head was swimming with questions, so I tried to drown them. Besides, I decided it was time to reveal all the intimate details to my client, even if I wasn't sure what any of them meant. She had the kind of swing to her walk usually reserved for hypnotist watches, but I love to watch, and she certainly had me eating out of her hand. The only thing worse than a broad having that kind of power over me is when I'm fully aware of it, and that happens all too often.
Hey, Jack. What do you know?
Not much. None of it makes any sense. Comforting thing is, nobody seems to know any more than I do. I asked the cop to keep an eye on him for me.
Let me guess. Out of his jurisdiction?
No, a dame got in the way. They usually do.
They usually do.
The real breakthrough, or should I say break-in, was hands-on.
They usually are.
I liked this girl. I could feel her breath and her eyes on me both. Her breath was hot and her eyes were cold. It was time to tell her the good news, or the bad news, depending on how you looked at it. I made it into his place.
What'd you find?
About a pound of nicotine gum. Also some doors, shutters, a window, and a gas mask.
What does it mean?
My price just went up.
We never discussed your price.
Her hands were icy as they found their way to my collar. A chill even the fifth of whiskey I'd been busy ingesting couldn't change. Night air and cigarillo smoke like a halo. She parted her lips and tilted her head back. Hello? Natalie? Or she would have, had she been there. I do my best thinking on my feet, but my feet tend to get me in trouble. So does my brain, so I try to tune it out. My instincts come from two places, and they're both below my tie. One of those gets me into trouble too, but that kind of trouble smells like cinnamon and tastes like dark chocolate, the kind of trouble you don't mind waking up to the next day, especially if trouble knows how to cook. The other one of those is my gut, and that's what I followed down to the bridge that day. My gut likes cheap tobacco and expensive liquor, and it seems to know better than my brain when there's something that just ain't right. I knew there wouldn't be much left of me if I didn't stop beating around the bush. As much as that's a particular hobby of mine, it was time for a little more hands-on investigation. It was time to get my hands on Pepper. In a non-sexual, but very possibly violent way.
I'll die before you send me to prison, Kappa.
Jesus, calm down already. Just want to ask you a few questions.
I'll be the one asking the questions. Where were you on the night of the 23rd? What was Colonel Mustard doing in the library? Where are the plans for the space elevator?
All right, Chuckles. You simmer down or I take you off the burner permanent. Follow?
All right. Play it your way, Kappa.
You know I'm not actually a cop, right?
Well, then you can't hold me.
I can do whatever I damn well please. It's the law of the jungle in here, and I'm the king of beasts. Besides, you owe me a month back, which brings us conveniently to my next question. Suddenly, the air got warm like blood pooling around hot lead.
Hello, pet.
Hey.
Hello, Jack. I'm not interrupting, am I?
No. Have a seat, Legs. Come to think of it, there's some questions I'd like to ask you, too.
Oh, I think this party's over. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I don't know. I can party all night.
How long can you go without your lungs, Gumshoe?
We better leave if we want good seats, Pepper.
Sure thing. See you, Jack.
Hey, Sugar Bowl.
Where the hell have you been?
I'm working on a case.
Well, I've been working on dinner. Pepper let me in. I just used whatever I could find, which wasn't much since you two seem to be allergic to actually preparing food. Hope you don't mind.
No problem.
What? Get your own.
Dames.
Get your own.
They make this brand anymore?
No.
Going out for a burger.
No, I want a burger. And some fries and a chocolate milkshake. And cake. No, seriously, I want cake.